I want to talk about what's considered fair use, because if you guys don't follow me on Twitter, I kind of complained about my last podcast a little bit because it got claimed by these motherfuckers. Viral hog. Okay, listen, I'm a small channel. Nobody wants to claim my videos. Nobody cares to claim my videos. I don't really make any money anyway. These motherfuckers at Viral Hog have claimed every single video of mine that is claimed by Viral Hog. Like back when I used to do the show where I like reviewed videos and stuff, they would claim that shit all the fucking time. And I'm just like, oh my god, leave me alone. I'm just reviewing your video. It's clearly so, and I was like, is this fair use? And anyway, in my last podcast, my main complaint was just the fact that, it was like 48 minutes or something. And there's like a 5-minute segment of me showing that it was the video of the Disneyland fight that I showed last week or couple weeks ago. And it's so stupid how a 48-minute video can get claimed for a little 5-minute segment of me showing theirs and talking about it and reacting to it. So I tweeted about it on Twitter. I was like, isn't this stupid? Isn't this fair use? Couldn't I fight this in court if I wanted to? I don't make enough money to. And that's probably why these motherfuckers at Viral Hog keep claiming my stuff, because they know I'm not gonna fight them in court. What am I gonna do? Fucking waste way more money than I would ever make from that video, taking them to court to get the claim off. It's not even worth it, and they know that. So anyway, Cam from Video Game Rap Battles actually responded to the tweet, and he ended up messaging me and kind of telling me, exactly why my situation may not win in court. That's the confusing part about fair use, is there's no set rules. There's no set laws. Like, the laws are so vague. It's literally a court of law thing. You have to, and I guess, so I have this video here that I was going to show a little bit of. But in the description, he says, even if the copyrighted material you use in your YouTube video falls under fair use, you can still get into a lot of copyright issues and difficulties. The only entity that can determine if your use of copyrighted material falls under fair use or not is a court of law. YouTube doesn't make any judgment calls on fair use. They only give the copyright holders the ability to find their material on YouTube through Content ID and determine what they want to do with using their material. So basically, people can just abuse the fuck out of this. YouTube has no say in like, no, that's fair use. Don't claim that. YouTube has no say in that. That's why I was so upset, because I disputed it. I was like, I sent them a long thing about why I thought it was fair use. And a day later, it was like, nope, they didn't, Viral Hog didn't accept my claim. I'm like, well, why do they have the power to do that? Apparently that's the rules. They can just fucking, I don't know. It's stupid. Anyway, so then I was watching this video, and everything this guy talks about, video creators here, everything this guy talks about seems like my podcast should be considered fair use. I don't want, so first of all, here's what it says in the actual law, I guess. In determining whether the use made of a work in any particular case is a fair use, the factors to be considered shall include: 1. The purpose and character of the use, including whether such use is of a commercial nature or is for nonprofit educational purposes. Okay, yeah, I mean, I guess I was educational with the way I was sharing it, right? I was teaching you about, how to not act in Disneyland. And maybe I should have made that more clear, that was the point I was trying to make. The nature of the copyrighted work couldn't be more vague than that. The amount and substantiality of the portion used in relation to the copyrighted work as a whole. That is a big part. And I will say, once again, my podcast was 48 minutes about multiple news segments and showing different videos and stuff. And I talked about them for I showed their video for like 5 minutes. Not even the whole thing. I started talking over the audio because I thought the video was too violent for YouTube. So I took it off. And then finally, the effect of the use upon the potential market for or value of the copyrighted work. Yeah, well, I guess that's where React videos kind of don't fall under fair use, and that's what Cam was telling me on Twitter. He's like, most React videos can get claimed, and you can't. That's not fair use. It won't be considered fair use because you're basically showing all of their work, and all you're adding to it is a reaction. And I think a big part of fair use is how much originality are you adding. If you're just reacting to somebody else's video, your video is mostly just their video. Like, your audience can get the gist of the original content from your video, and that's taking away from the original video. So I get that. Still think it's really stupid that YouTube doesn't have any say in what's considered fair use, and fucking people can just abuse the fuck out of that. And two, if I have a fucking hour-long podcast where not even a tenth of it is showing copyrighted material, don't you think that's I don't know. I don't know. Who knows if I would win in court. Cam says I wouldn't. I wasn't done with this video. I wanted to show some of the points he was making. Right. Use mostly original content. Recommends 70 to 30. That's actually a big portion. So he's saying that 30% of your video could be copyrighted material. 70% could be would be your work, which is actually, again, that's a big portion. It's definitely a lot more than what that video was to my podcast. Cite multiple sources. That didn't really fall. I mean, I did cite the source. I was literally just on the YouTube, like I'm on the YouTube page right now, showing you where I'm getting this video from. Like, doesn't get any more being clear about where my source is. Give proper credit. I mean, again, it was clearly somebody else's video, and I was showing where I was getting it from. So this is what I'm saying. All the points he was making, like, I feel like my podcast would fall under. Was there a third point? Oh no, it's only three rules. I don't know. It's, and it's not even worth getting worried about. Like, again, like I said, I don't really make any money anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But like, it's stupid that if I was making money, that's something I would have to worry about is, and it's a huge problem for big YouTubers right now. Their fucking living comes from making YouTube videos, and they don't know if their whole video is going to get claimed for some stupid reason that, I don't know. I guess if it's a big video, or if you're a big channel, it makes companies more scared. Because, you're obviously more willing to fight them in court if you're fucking making a living from it. But obviously, I'm a target. You'd think I wouldn't be a target because I'm such a small channel. But in fact, that actually makes me more of a target because they know I'm not going to fight them in court. Stupid. Okay. Anyway.